Starbase 123 for Narenda Station. Due to the hasty addition of the Hadfield to the 10th Fleet roster, the ship wasn't able to take any new crewmen on at Starbase 123. It is currently operating as skeleton crew as it makes its way back to Narenda Station to take on the rest of the complement. So the important must be going on with the urgency to which we were sent off. Currently, we are skirting the edge of the Shackleton Expanse, the part of which is an explored yet unclaimed area of space with minimal ship traffic. Despite the nerves, I look forward to meeting the rest of the crew in the near future and beginning this journey with them. Godspeed.
All right. You are currently skirting along the edge of the Shackleton Expanse. As was explained, the Shackleton Expanse itself is an unexplored region of space. The place that you're in right now has been explored, but it's unclaimed. You're right at the edge of the expanse. The Federation has explored this area, but no one owns it. You are on your way from Starbase 123 to Narendra Station, where you'll be receiving the rest of your crew complement. Currently, you're out of the... I forget exactly how much the Nova class has. I think the Nova class has, like... What? It's like a little over 100 is the crew complement of a Nova?
It's like 120-ish, roughly.
Yeah. You're operating at like 30.
Whoa.
Yeah. Skeleton crew. Like,
78. Excuse me, it's updated.
Yeah,
Are we still running off 30?
Yeah, we're still running off 30.
Alright.
30 is what I had in mind. So you are all en route to Narendra Station. And who's at Ops? Because we don't have our Ops officer here.
You want to toss in a AI character?
I'd prefer to be a player character, because here's how we do things here in the 10th Fleet. Instead of giving all of you the information, I message the person who needs to know this information the information, and they can give it out like it's actually on the show.
I guess I can take over ops for the time being, considering we have none.
Yeah, that seems fair to me. Let me see. It's Commander Lawrence. I should do.
I thought we did.
Would it be possible to put a Nova Bridge photo up on Roll20?
Yeah, I'll have that for next session. Don't worry. Next week I'm gonna have a lot more stuff put up.
Okay, I received.
I'm just trying to get a handle on like the layout, so I know in proximity to everyone else where I'm going to be. I don't know if it's one console, kind of like Voyager, or if it's 2 or 3 like
It's
TNT.
very much going to be one console, because the Nova class bridge is much more compact.
There's actually 2 consoles on it. I'm looking at a bridge right now.
Oh, really? Okay. Well, forget me then. So the commander, it's up to you to let everyone else know what you've found.
Okay, so like I'm sitting right now in the ops chair, and I'll swing around to the captain. I'll say, "Captain, the ship sensors are picking up a small object traveling at an extremely low warp, about 20 minutes away at warp 7."
Any idea what it is?
Negative, sir. Sensors don't show that.
All right, so let's plot a course and try to determine where exactly it is.
Yes, sir. And computer, plot course for unknown object. Warp 7.
Well, you guys plot your course and you're on your way. I'll let you guys know right now. We're not really going to be doing anything with the starship this week, so you don't have to worry about any of the special starship roles.
Holodeck rave?
Huh?
No holodeck raves now.
No holodeck rave this week.
So,
Oh, but zombie rave.
but zombie rave. So it takes you about, as was said, it takes about 25 minutes, but soon the object is it's not totally within visual range, but you could do the whole magnify enhance thing to get a better
Also,
look at
CSI this bitch.
it.
Also, you can set the music on repeat if you want it playing constantly.
Yeah.
The background sounds at least.
Oh, did it end?
Yeah, it ended. So you can
Whoops.
like click the button that says repeat. It's like 2 arrows. It will repeat.
Yeah. There you go. That ought to do it.
Okay. So I'll once again turn to the command to the captain and say, Captain, we are in visual range.
All right, so let's take a closer look at it.
Okay, computer on screen.
All right. You see, there's a tiny little dot. It's like a tiny little, maybe rectangular dot, but it's kind of fuzzy.
Computer magnify.
Yep. Okay. Image gets bigger, and you can now sort of make out what it is. It's sort of this. It's this small cylindrical probe. It's got a sphere at one end. A sort of protruding from the cylinder are what look like fins, and at the other end is what looks to be some kind of communications array.
Who's our security officer? Sam Leeds, right?
Yep, that'd be me.
Mr. Leeds, analysis?
Computer analyze? I don't know.
Yeah, okay. I'm not going to have you make any kind of roll for this because it's just such a simple little... It's a simple scan. There's just so little to tell. Okay.
Sir, the probe has no weapon systems. It seems to be broadcasting a pre-recorded audio file of some kind.
Can we play the audio file?
Are we able to play the audio file?
Absolutely.
Then I'll play it.
You hear what almost sounds a little bit like singing. And it's in this sort of sing-songy tone. Ooh, ooh. And as soon as the sound hits your ears, you start to feel weird. The room starts spinning a bit.
If I'm able to kill the sound as the room starts spinning, I'm going
You
to.
try bringing up your hand, but you just feel the back of your hand brush up against the bottom of your console.
Am I capable
And
of telling the computer to kill it?
You can't talk.
Yeah.
The audio keeps playing, and then up till now it sounded like normal, natural, like, singing, but now something else is being mixed into it. It's a more artificial sound, and I would like everyone to roll a challenge die.
All right, so how do we do that for us newbies?
Okay, so open your character sheets.
And you click the challenge dice, right?
You click on the thing where there's a number 0. You enter the number of challenge dice that you are going to roll, and you click on the number of challenge. You type in the number of challenge dice you are going to roll. In this case, 1. You hit enter, and then you click on the little die symbol.
All right.
Looks like my challenge die thing is broken.
No, if nothing shows up, that just means that you rolled an empty.
Oh.
Oh, all right.
I would
Okay.
assume an empty is bad.
It just means nothing.
Okay.
The challenge dies have essentially 3 different kinds of outcomes. Well, 4 different outcomes. A 1, a 2, a blank, or an effect.
What's an effect look like? Is that the thing that I got?
Yes, that's the thing that you got, Commander.
Sweet.
So this is going to be the Commander that I'm going to throw this at. Your ears really start ringing, and as you try to spin around, you probably try to spin around towards the captain, you fall out of the chair, the floor rushes up to meet you, and it all goes black. For all of
Oh,
you.
well. Fuck.
For all of us?
For all of us. All of your vision goes... for the rest of you guys, your vision fades out and it goes black. For Commander Jacoby, it's just because he falls, the floor rushes up to meet him, and it all goes black.
I thought effect dice were supposed to be good. Apparently they aren't.
Commander Jacoby, as you come to your senses, your head is ringing. Like, your forehead is just ringing. And the only thing you see in front of you as at first, it doesn't feel like anything is spinning, but then, yeah, you notice that there's like a little rivet that's moving around as your senses kind of come back to you. And you see that you're staring at a bulkhead of some kind. A metal
I'm
bulkhead.
not on the ship anymore.
Do we
Wow.
still see him?
The rest of you, you wake up, and, let me see who it's gonna be. Valak, when you come to your senses, you see that you're in some kind of a cell. And
Interesting.
across from you, in another cell, is, Sam Leeds. Who's...
Am I conscious as well?
You are not conscious yet.
Okay.
Lieutenant, can you hear me?
You can hear him, and you'll probably be able to start coming too.
As soon as Sam gets up on his feet, he notices the cage and just starts like wailing on it with his fists.
It's not exactly a cage. There's an energy field.
Oh, well, he's still gonna punch it and see what happens.
Oh yeah, you can't get through. It's an energy field.
Right.
Lieutenant Commander, do you know where we are? How long have
I
you been
just
out,
woke up as
conscious?
well.
Where's the captain?
I have no visual on him.
Well, there
Can you
are
get us
Valak, now that you look around, you see there are two more cells, and it looks like coming to his senses right now, and one of them is Commander Jacoby, and in the other one is the captain.
I presume we are unarmed.
What?
We're unarmed, I assume.
You
Like
are
they took our
unarmed.
gear. Okay.
Yep.
Don't
We
tell me
have
what
no
kind of-
arms.
You have had all of your equipment taken from you. You're still in the Starfleet uniforms, though.
I'm gonna shout out to the other two and just like, hey,
Are we
you guys
awake?
awake?
Are we
Captain?
awake, Jim? Are we awake?
Yeah, you guys all start coming to.
Captain, are you alive?
Seems like it.
And Captain, as you look forward, you can now see Elijah in the cell across from you.
I wake up angry, like usual.
Simple.
Is everybody all right?
It appears so. Let me try something. Computer?
No
Just a
response.
typical Tuesday.
There's no response.
So Leeds is going to look over at Lieutenant Commander Vlok and be like, "Can you get us out of here? MacGyver your way out."
I'll take a look around. We'll see.
You want to see if you can try to jury rig one of the panels?
Yeah, it's gonna see if we can see anything that I might be able to get my hands on.
Okay, to find a good panel to get open, that's going to be an insight engineering check, difficulty 2. You know how to roll one of those?
Yep, just pulling up the sheet.
Just to check, and we're good on a head count, right, everyone? We're not missing anyone?
Are we missing anyone?
Well, I mean, there are it looks like there aren't many other cells in this area, but there are maybe a couple other members of the bridge crew and a couple of the other cells. They still seem to be unconscious.
We don't know, Captain.
We do have most of the bridge crew here, though. Just want to...
Oh, well, the bridge crew, yes, is here.
All right, that's just what I want to make sure.
Could you give us a description of the room, size, layout, where the door is, etc.?
It looks like there's a small metal bunk in each cell. The cell itself is very cramped. We're talking like underneath Harry Potter's underneath the stairs small.
All right. We have a toilet in there, right?
Yeah, there are facilities.
Good grief. And the hallway, can we see anything in the actual hallway itself?
Yeah, there's a corridor that goes and then turns off to the right. And then the hall also ends at what looks like it might be some kind of lift.
Can we tell what race this is by any kind of symbolism on the walls?
Not from where you are.
Well, has the engineer managed to see anything?
Yes, you have found a panel, and judging by, how difficult / easy it was to find, you'd be willing to bet that these cells aren't meant to be long-term holding facilities.
It appears that these cells are not meant to be holding facilities for long-term prisoners.
Can you get us out then?
I'll see what I can do.
Yep.
I hope we're not going to a zoo.
That's gonna be another check. I'm gonna say this time it's a control engineering difficulty 2.
How do you roll that stuff? You gotta
There you go.
combine control and engineering at the same time?
Basically, you have a control, you have your attribute, and you have your discipline. Whenever you roll something, you have an applicable attribute, an applicable discipline. You add the two together, and that's your target number. So yeah, you futz a couple of wires together, and you essentially manage to bring down the force field just long enough for you to slip out. But then the field comes back up. So, like, you did slip out.
Good
Alright,
job, man.
take a quick look around. And then I just proceed to the cell across from me with leads.
Mm-hmm.
Attempt to bring his down as well.
All right, there is a. You don't have to search for any kind of access panel this time, but it is going to be another either control engineering or control security check to bring down this one. Still difficulty 2. Oh, I gotta remember, I have. Deal. How many of us? There are 5 of you, right?
Yep.
Mhm.
Great. Awesome. I have 10 threat. Oh,
All right,
great,
well,
you did it.
got that.
And so, telling him the exact timing of it, you managed to get him out.
So Leeds is going to take a position at the entrance and keep a lookout while he lets the rest of the bridge crew out.
Okay, and I'll say with that kind of check and the way you've been doing it, yeah, that you've succeeded at every check, yeah, you eventually managed to free the rest of the bridge crew.
Oh yeah. Okay, so we're all out in the hallway now.
Yep, you're all in this hallway now.
Okay, can I go ahead and check the other cells? Like, apparently there's supposed to be our other crew members there.
Yeah, but they seem to be out cold, and when you call out to them, they don't respond to you.
Captain?
Yes.
They're not responding. They seem to be in some kind of stasis, maybe? I'm not sure.
Are we able to open up the cells and pull them out real quick?
I don't think so. The timing on these is really quick. Unless they were up, I don't think they could get out.
Would I be able to do a visual medicine assessment on them?
Yeah.
How would I roll that?
Okay, so, pull up your character sheet.
Yep.
This is going to be, you click on Insight, you click on Medicine, and then there's a thing that tells you how many dice you roll. It says Task Roll.
Yep.
Click on the number of dice you're going to roll. The default is 2.
Okay, yeah, it's defaulted to 2 right now.
Yep. And then you click the little Starfleet symbol. I'll take your first one.
Oh, I didn't even click the first time, so whatever. Okay, works for me.
Yeah, somehow it made you roll it twice. Anyways, you got 2 successes, which is what I was gonna make you roll for, because you're trying to make a medical assessment without touching them, and without the proper equipment. So, yeah, what you've managed to sort of glean is that they seem to be in a really deep sleep. Not like a coma or anything, but yeah, your words just probably aren't getting to them.
Do they almost seem like they're drugged or something?
Yeah, kinda.
I'll relay that information to the captain, and what do you want to do? Do we want to try to get them out, or do we want to figure out what the hell's going on here and get armed?
In their state, they're safer in the cells than if we're dragging them around. Just leave them there. We know where they're at. Return for them once we find a way back.
Then I suggest we find some weapons at least.
I agree. We should use that elevator at the end of the hallway. And I'll point to the elevator.
Is there anything else in this hallway? Does it lead anywhere else?
Yeah, there's the hallway. The other end of the hallway leads into a curve.
I would say we scout this first before we go up there. That could lead to. I'm assuming we're on the ship that we scanned, so that could be a bridge or something like that. We should try to see if we have our gear here at least.
Wait, hang on. Do we still have our Starfleet pins on us?
No, you do not.
Huh.
It's uniform only then, essentially.
Yep, uniform only.
Maybe we should split up. Some of us go up the elevator and some of us go around the curve.
I would suggest not doing that. We don't know what kind of threat these people pose.
We don't even know who got to us, Lieutenant. And maybe we won't have a chance to know until we take that elevator.
Before we continue on, what does everyone remember before we got put here or whatever happened?
I have a question for GM. That device that we saw that emitted that signal, was that a probe or a ship?
The thing that was giving off the signal, it was a probe. Like, I mean, we're talking something maybe the size of a probe that you guys would launch off the Hadfield.
Okay, so it was a probe that knocked us out. I would highly suggest we don't split up then. That seems like a piss poor security plan. And as the chief security officer, I'm saying no.
I agree.
Let's
Captain?
stay together, solve this problem together.
Where do you want to go first?
We scout this area out first. I'll take lead.
Very well.
So yeah,
we'll go down the curve, yeah.
I'll take lead and start looking for additional rooms and keeping an eye out.
All right. As you round the corner, you actually are kind of surprised by who you bump into. As you round the corner, you run into a Bajoran. You just...
Are they as surprised as we are?
He is quite surprised to see you. He's carrying a tray in his hands, and he has some kind of collar around his neck.
So I'm gonna hold my hands up, kind of making like the universal sign of shh, be quiet.
Roll me a presence command check. Difficulty 1.
I have a question that might be bordering on metagaming, but is this a collar that we would recognize as Starfleet officers?
Give me a moment. So you, why did you only roll 1?
You said difficulty 1.
No. Okay, I should...
Oh, I misunderstood. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Difficulty 1 is the amount of successes you want. I'll take that. Okay, that's fine. So he just shuffles back, and he's like terrified. He doesn't know what you're gonna do, what you want.
So I'm gonna, Captain. This is probably better that you speak to this guy.
Of course. Jin and GM, about the collar. I also have the same thoughts.
Oh,
Is this something
right.
you recognize?
Right. You want to know if this is something you'd recognize? This'll be an Insight Security difficulty 2.
I suppose it'd probably be better if I made that, or who wants to make that?
you have first. You be the first one to see him. It's all yours.
Anyone can make this. Anyone can try to make this roll.
Multiple, or are we going to see first?
Okay, so Sam leads. You don't recognize it.
All right.
Figured.
Security insight, you said.
Mm-hmm.
So hang on. Okay, explain to me in detail. So I gotta select security, and I've gotta select insight.
And don't forget, you also have focuses. Ask me if you have an applicable focus.
That's
I
a good
definitely
question.
don't.
Um,
And
I
what do
don't,
I?
I, don't, I don't think it does, but I'm going to ask just in case. Would composure be
No.
an applicable focus given the situation we're in, though?
Nope, not like this.
Do
I
I
had to
know
try.
what this is?
Okay, so you should have a list of things called focuses. Oh, whoa! Nice! Commander Jacoby, you... Hang on. Where is he?
Momentum, fuck yeah.
Yeah, let me find, Jacoby... There you go. So, give me a moment to send you guys what this is.
I also have perception, but I don't really know how to do
That's
the
probably what it
the
is.
dice roll on the computer. I've done it, manually. So is it just the task roll here?
Hang on a sec.
So if you have a focus, so click on attribute would be insight, discipline would be security. Make sure they're both highlighted.
Okay.
And then if you have a focus, hit yes. If you that's applicable. If you don't, hit no. Complication range would be still at 1, and then the task roll section at 2, and then hit the Starfleet icon to the right of task roll.
Okay, so
Okay. I did.
well, I'm gonna take that first one you did, because you rolled the same stats and you basically, but because you rolled a complication there, and there are a couple things I can do with that. I can either cause stuff to happen that'll mess you up, or I can just take it as threat. In this case, I'm going to take it as threat. I gain 2 threat. So, yeah, I sent out the information. Feel free to do with it what you will.
I'm gonna look over to the captain. Captain, you know what this is, right?
Unfortunately, it's been some time since I've seen one, but this complicates matters.
An Orion slave trader ship has got us?
That's what I figured.
Wouldn't be the first time, but yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna look over to this Bajoran slave. You have a name?
Oh, right. I'm the GM. But Bade. Brojan Bade.
Alright, Brojan Bade. Listen, we mean you no harm, okay?
I don't see the insignia, but you're Starfleet.
We are Starfleet officers, yes. From the USS Hadfield.
Oh. Wait, then you got out of your cells. How?
I'm gonna look over to the Vulcan. Yeah, how?
That is not necessary information.
Well,
Extensive Starfleet training.
Well, okay, it doesn't matter right now, but where are we? Do you know anything?
no. A decent amount. You're on board the IK Ralphen. One of the largest Orion trading ships in the Syndicate.
Are you kidding me? I'm gonna look over to the captain. Well, we're in some shit.
I continue to watch our rear just in case someone comes up behind us.
I mean, gotta make the crew's first days memorable, right? Bonding experiences and all that.
This
Bonding.
isn't what I had in mind when I thought bonding experience. I thought we were gonna play poker.
Or have a rave in the holiday.
I agree with the commander.
Now, I'm gonna look back to the Bajoran. Where are we exactly? Do you know anything?
You mean where you are on the ship?
On the ship, yes.
Oh, we're on deck 5. This is where, some slaves are kept, but, many of the slaves, long-term are kept on deck 12. You're just temporary, though. They're probably going to hand you over to, one of the larger trading stations, once we arrive at it. Same with your ship.
Is our ship in tow?
Probably. They've done this before. I don't know how.
Okay, listen to me very carefully now. We are not gonna be slaves, and our ship is not gonna be sold. And we're gonna need your help to get out of here. Could you do that for us?
I don't know if I can do anything. I want to help.
Could I
wanna
try and
get out of
persuade
here.
him
You
somehow?
help us, we will help you become free once again. I know you have no interest in being here the rest of your life. We will
That's-
do what we can to free you.
That's great. What about the rest of us? There are
How
over
many-
150 slaves on this ship. Are you going to help them too? And
Damn right.
And he looks at you with this pointed look.
Damn right. We're gonna make sure every single one of you gets out of here free.
I'm gonna like lean over and whisper to the captain. Captain, unless you didn't know, the Starfleet is on very, very fickle terms with the Orion Free States. We need to tread very carefully here.
And I will let you guys know this right now, because you would have found this out, but just recently, an Orion spy caused the destruction of the USS Imjin.
Whoa. God damn.
And that's part of the reason you guys are being dispatched, to fill a bit of the hole.
We already are on fickle terms with them, Captain. If we do something that goes out of hand here, we're going to be looking at court-martials, every one of us.
Captain, I'd suggest we ask the Bajoran where the Orions might have taken our equipment, the least of which we could be armed. I don't feel like being cornered by an Orion.
Don't blame you. Where can we find our gear? You must have some idea.
Probably main security, but that's in the lower decks. I don't know anything about the layout of the lower decks. I'm not allowed. If I knew too much about that kind of stuff, well, we'd stage an uprising.
Is there anyone who does know, though?
And he just, like, claps his hand over his mouth and just, like, looks around. A few seconds pass.
Maintenance shaft? There has to be Jeffrey's tubes or something in this ship, I'd assume.
Yes, but there are sensors that prevent slaves like me from going below deck.
We're not slaves, we're not wearing the collar, I assume we can.
Probably.
Is it the collar that stops you from going down there?
Yeah, it'll kill.
That's right.
Block, can you disarm the collar?
I'll see what I can do.
Guys, there's something that's been bothering me for a little while. How did an Orion ship get so close to us that they beamed us off without us noticing?
We got knocked out, dude, remember?
I would assume it was the probe.
Yeah, the probe knocked us out, and then I assume they got in close.
We got probed.
Like, I don't know if you noticed what happened when we allowed the computer to play that, but I smacked my face on the floor. Like,
The more concerning thing is, how did they weaponize the sound and knock people out?
Yeah.
GM,
that's
how's
right.
my nose?
Oh yeah, wait, hang on. By the way, I totally forgot. Commander Jacoby, you need to increase your complication range by 1.
Okay.
Because you smacked your head on the floor.
That's fine.
I totally forgot about that.
I still would have recognized the Orion collar, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So if I hit his head the other way, does that lower the complication range? Like try and balance it out?
I don't think that's how it works, bro.
I don't think it works like that, bud.
That's the captain's medical knowledge, just letting you guys know. So if you guys are in a bad situation, don't ask for help.
If that's like an injury or something, would I be able to do like some field medicine on him when we get a sec?
Probably.
We don't
Cool.
know any hits, though.
But we probably should focus on getting that collar up the Bajoran, and I mean, he seems to be helping. Also, what's on this tray? Is there food?
Yeah. There's food.
All right, whatever sort of sandwich or anything is there while Vlok is disarming the collar.
It looks like essentially, it looks almost like a little seafood platter type thing. There's some weird like crustacean claws arranged in a row around.
Is any of it Klingon?
No, it's not Klingon.
Okay, well, at least it's either way eating like weird ass alien food.
Okay, Lieutenant Commander Vlog, get to it.
Yeah, what role should I do for that here?
Okay, so here's where this is gonna get interesting. This here is going to be a control engineering check, difficulty 3. You might
inch backwards.
You might want to get an assist with this, or spend momentum.
My engineering's crap. I can't help you here.
Sounds like maybe the momentum here.
Yep. And you have any focus?
I can help you out a little bit.
Yeah, I will allow that. Anyone who I'll let one person help, and let me see. Is it Valak? Let me see, what do you got? You don't have any focuses that'll help.
No.
Okay. So who's helping?
The captain will.
Okay. And where's the captain? Dawson Finch. Yeah, so also control engineering. Okay. Oh no.
Oh no, we're gonna kill our poor Bajoran.
Oh boy.
I'm the furthest away from him.
Jesus fucking Christ.
The collar doesn't explode. Hang on.
An alarm.
Well, first off, it lets out a shock. He winces, but it doesn't look like it really caused any damage. Yeah, and then an alarm goes off.
Yeah, I'm still looking behind us.
Vlok, remind me to talk to you about this when we're back on the ship.
Yep.
Very well, Captain.
Well, actually, it was Captain Finch that rolled the complication.
The captain is never wrong. Okay.
Here, give me 1 second. I don't know what one of my talents does, and it may actually help the situation.
Oh, yeah. Do keep an eye on those.
Would you like us to have them pulled up?
it's
'Cause
the,
I don't have 'em-
It's the one from the command book, which I don't have pulled up right now. Give me a second.
Oh, that's right. There is one in the command book, isn't there?
Do you want us to have the talents pulled up to refer to, just in case?
Yeah, feel free to do that.
Okay, because I have constantly watching. I'm assuming it would apply in this situation. So.
Constantly watching, I think, is just for ferreting out hidden danger, and I'll let you know when that's important.
Okay, cool.
Squadron example. Here we go. What was the talent?
It's never mind. It's under it's for extended tasks. So never mind.
Nope. So yeah, no. Alarm starts going off.
I'm gonna look over worriedly to the Bajoran. Where is the security? The security chamber.
I said below deck. I don't know where.
That's
If
where
you-
they're going to be coming.
Stay here, okay? If anybody asks you what happened, say you tried to tinker with your collar. Everybody else, we're moving down.
No, they'll. And I assume you're all moving on.
No,
Yeah,
I'm gonna. And when he tries to talk back, I'm gonna snap around. Listen, we don't have a lot of time here. You want us to save you and all your buddies? And listen to me and do as I say.
Why don't we just knock him out and that he has plausible deniability?
I'm gonna look over to the security chief, and
That
then look
might
back
be
at,
something.
and then look back at the Bajoran, and I'm gonna knock him out.
That might be
Daring
something to the
Well,
Daring security. Roll your daring security.
Sir.
You probably also see a nod from the captain, like, yeah, just do it. Just fuck it.
Oh, wow.
You're supposed to roll 2 die.
2 die. Okay, my bad.
So yeah, when it says task roll, click on 2. That's the default.
Unless you're assisting.
Yep. Okay. And yeah, you hit him. Roll your unarmed strike.
Right. Where's that?
It's in your
sorry.
weapons.
Yeah, I got. Don't.
Funk. I'll say in this case, yeah, he goes down like a sack.
Right.
He'll probably have a nasty lump on the back of his head.
It's better that they don't kill him, though.
Lieutenant, you take a point.
Which way are you going?
Downstairs to the security.
Well, you don't know where it is.
Oh,
We should look for a maintenance shaft or something like that. It's less accessible, and there's not going to pile 20 guys in there after us, at least.
Right. I mean, the elevator, it could harbor enemy troops. Captain, what do you say?
We could also ambush whoever comes.
They'll be armed.
Yeah, I feel like going maintenance shafts the best routes because they're more than likely going to come up the elevator to see wherever this issue is. I'm assuming that they know exactly what's going on.
Lieutenant Commander, get on those shafts, double quick.
Right away.
Right? Yeah, you managed to find a maintenance shaft easy enough, and you start moving down it. It seems like this particular shaft goes down a few floors.
Okay. The Bajoran said that the security is directly on, it's on the lower portion
Yeah,
of the ship.
all he told you was that it's in the lower levels of the ship where the slaves aren't allowed to go.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, who's taking point on this one?
I will. When in doubt, just assume I take point.
Sure.
Shove leads to the front.
Okay. So, you manage to find yourself in a corridor, and it's pretty empty.
Is there any panels or anything like that we would be able to access to get a little bit more knowledge of this ship?
Sure, you managed to find a panel, but to pull up the information that you want without triggering any alarm or anything, that's gonna be a...
Alarm's already triggered, so what do we care?
Well, yeah.
It's only it's triggered on one floor.
But if
not
you,
this floor.
yeah, but if you trigger
It's
another
It's
alarm,
a different alarm for something completely different. I'd rather not risk it.
yeah, triggering another alarm will make things worse. So control, no, it's gonna be something security or something engineering, probably.
Well, maybe the security guy and the engineering guy can work together, huh?
It's not gonna be that difficult of a check. It's just gonna be a difficulty 2 check.
I can go ahead and do it then.
You sure? Okay, cool. I mean, I'm not going to fight it.
So yeah, engineering and what else?
It's gonna probably be either control or reason, whichever's higher. And do you have any focuses? Doesn't matter.
No, not really any focuses for this.
Nope. And what did you roll? Okay, so I forgot to mention it, but
A question: would infiltration had applied here?
hang on. I'm gonna say no. So I spent a threat to increase the complication range, but you didn't roll in the complication range, so you're good.
All right.
You just don't know where anything is currently. So basically the way I'm going to do this is that if you want to find a important looking place, you can do that, and I will roll a random die to see what you guys find.
Okay. May I try the same role that he tried? Control and security?
Sure, yeah, you haven't tripped an alarm yet.
I mean,
and by
would
the
you prefer
way-
if I did it? I have 5 security.
By the way, you spent that momentum.
Yeah.
Very well, Lieutenant. You do it then, since I'm so useless.
You managed to pull up sort of a map, but you don't really see where things are on it. But I will give you this. You do have the size of the ship. You do.
And?
What floor, based on the size of the ship, does it indicate like what floor we are on based on where like everything else is?
You're probably on deck 8 right now, out of a 25 deck ship.
All right, well, we
This
got
is
a bit of ways to go down, fellas.
This is a vessel that's probably halfway between an Intrepid class and a Galaxy class.
Jesus, that's a big ship.
Yeah, you're on
Ship
a
big
big.
grill.
You are on a big ship.
Well, this floor looks like it's clear. I suppose we should probably check a room or something then.
So you want to check? Want to check some rooms?
That's the captain's choice. I'm not gonna make that call.
Alrighty then. So
What else do you think? Because that's
Well, okay, I'd like to look around. Like, what is in this hallway? Can we tell if anything's actually here?
this hallway leads to it looks like there's a lift at the end of this hallway, because you kind of just went straight down with the you kind of went straight down with that maintenance shaft, and this hall goes at slightly an angle, and it looks like it probably ends where that lift was.
Mm-hmm. And on
So-
the other end, there's nothing else.
The other end, it branches. It splits off at a T. And there is also a room to your right.
Okay, I'm gonna turn towards Lieutenant Samuel Leeds. Lieutenant, using your intuition, on a big ship like this, where would you place a security room?
Is that gonna be a roll, GM? Because I wouldn't know.
Yeah, to figure something like that, basically you do have a map now. If you want to reason based off that map where security is most likely to be, you could probably narrow down your search.
Okay, I'm assuming like recent security then, or
Yeah. Yeah, that'll do it. So, what you managed to figure looking at the map is, okay, those ports there look kind of like weapons ports. So security should probably be somewhere around deck 13.
all right. I guess we're piling back in the maintenance too, but it's deck 13 probably.
You managed to find a maintenance tube that brings you down to deck 12.
Okay, what is the? Does it look like before we even exit out to the corridor? Is there anybody in the hallway?
Not that you can see.
What about what I can hear? Because I'm assuming there'd be footsteps at least.
Give me insight security. Difficulty 2. Oh, wow. Okay, you get 2
Jesus
momentum.
Christ.
Let me deal a momentum out. Actually, I can just... who is that did that? Sam Reeds?
Leads,
Sam,
yes.
Sam Leeds. There you go.
Sweet.
Actually, so yeah, and Commander Kubi. Yeah, Commander, can you just give that momentum to Leeds just to keep it all consistent?
Okay, how do I give it over to?
You should be able to move that around.
And give it where?
To Leeds, if you would.
Oh, there you go. Drop trade. There we go.
I'm waiting for it to do something. I treat accepted. It's just not moving it.
Huh, odd.
I got a steal request from the captain. I'm assuming that's a no-go.
No.
There you go. Okay, so there you go. You have.
All right. We're working with this card system. I personally like it. We just have to get it down. So yeah, you do hear in a room nearby that there are people talking.
Okay, I'm assuming I can't distinguish how many or anything like that.
No, you can't, unless you want to spend momentum to get more information.
I don't want to save the momentum unless everybody wants me to use it.
Nah, we're good.
Because that's something else you can do with your momentum. You can spend it to ask me questions that I have to answer. I don't have to give you all the information, but I do have to tell you the truth.
Well, I will relay the information that there are people nearby in a room. So if we're going to do something, we probably should do it fast.
All right, people. Remember your training. Tiptoes. And let's all pile out, I guess.
All right. You see...
Clown car out of the fucking vent.
Yep. You see that this is a much more industrial looking level, even more so than the other ones you've been on. It's clear that you're getting more towards the heart of the ship now. You're currently towards the front of the ship, so not really at the heart, but you're like forward center a bit. And according to what you know, down this hallway to the left should be a lift, but behind you, you do see a spiral staircase going down.
I'll look to the captain for that. You want to go down the stairway or the elevator?
I'd rather take the stairs, to be honest.
All
They
right,
can't
then.
trap us with stairs.
Well, technically they could, but we'll find out.
I mean, oh, we take the lift and we're trapped in the lift.
Yeah, let's take the stairs, and I'll take point again.
Why can't we ever take a lift?
So you go down the stairs, and it looks like these stairs didn't lead you to security, but it has led you to some kind of engineering room.
Nice.
Let's sabotage their engines and then go find security.
It's not an engine room. It's
So it's just an engineer's quarter.
It's like double leveled. It is like double leveled.
Lieutenant Commander Volok, what the hell is this?
Well, I can tell you for starters, what's in this room right now.
Sure.
You can see the probe.
Oh,
And there are some people on the lower floor who are working on it. Yeah, there are about 3 Orions. There's a couple of Nausicaans that you can see. And also working at a terminal. Oddly enough, you see an Andorian woman, and she has one of the collars around her neck.
I thought slaves weren't allowed down here. I'll say, like, make sure to keep control of my tone of voice, very quietly. But anything else in the room that we're currently in?
I mean, it's very much a crowded engineer's place, and where this staircase has taken you down is sort of a corner of the room, and there's a big piece of, like, console equipment that you've kind of managed to keep yourself hidden behind. You got lucky, but, this is about as good a cover as you're gonna get for now.
Okay, where's the exit?
There are a couple. There's, at the other end of this catwalk, there's another exit. There are also doors on the bottom floor at which there are 2 staircases leading from the catwalk that goes down to the ground. And there is, an Orion engineer with some kind of, machine running it over the probe that's hanging in air in front of him.
Well, I guess it's time to make it for the door at the other end of the catwalk. I mean, that's probably where security is, right? Probably. I'm gonna, look over to the rest of the crew. Any ideas?
What's the distance to the door?
The distance to the door is probably about 30, 40 feet.
Do any of the Orions or anybody look armed?
Oh yes, they're all armed.
Okay.
Besides, there's Nausicaans down there. Do you really want to tangle with Nausicaans?
Yes. Yes, I do.
I think we can.
They even kick the asses of Klingons, man.
Now,
Come on.
currently, they all look rather occupied in what's going on below, like what's going on the ground level. None of them are looking up right now.
Okay, guys, I got an idea. Look like you belong, okay? And we'll just walk right over there.
Or we could try to be stealthy and not show ourselves.
They're
loading
not
them
looking at
around.
it. They're not looking at it.
Yeah, but this is a metal catwalk. It's going to make noise.
Mm. Is the noise from this engine room and all the tools that they're using enough to conceal our footsteps?
Probably. You think so?
So I'm gonna like try and tap my foot on the catwalk, just like tap. Does it make any noise?
Hang on.
All right, you go first, Commander.
But hold on. No, not really.
It doesn't make any noise. Okay, I guess I'll go first over to that door. Just stand up and walk slowly over to the door.
Okay. For each and every one of you, this is gonna be in order to get all the way to the other side will be a control security difficulty 3, or if you want to go halfway, which will put you where the Orion is, the Orion that's at the catwalk, will be a control security difficulty 2.
I'll take that halfway. So yeah.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Okay, yeah, you make it halfway. You're behind the Orion.
Can I choke this motherfucker out?
Go for it. Hang on. Let's see if he let me see. I never quite figured how you do stealth attacks in this game. So this will be a inside security. Because you succeeded, it's gonna be difficulty 1. And I am gonna spend a threat to give him an extra die, and it's gonna be a difficulty 2 to spot you and wave off your attack. You're gonna make a daring security roll.
Sure. Oh my god.
He notices you, and he yells. All eyes are up on the catwalk.
Okay, this time we're not fucking around. Can I try and grab his weapon?
They all see. Well, no, hang on. It is combat. So, actually, no, yeah, actually, so now that we're in combat, you do get the first move.
Okay, I'd like to snatch his weapon, please.
All right, you won't be actually able to make a physical attack to hurt him this move, but this will also be a daring security. This is an opposed check.
Use momentum, dude, just so you can get a weapon.
Sure, and I'll use momentum, I guess. Do I have any momentum?
Please.
Yeah, we do have a momentum.
We have
do
two,
two
so-
momentum, so I'd spend one. And you can roll 3
Yeah,
down.
I'll take that momentum, please. Thank you.
Add one more to your single task roll on that same thing.
Yeah.
'Cause you add dice.
Yeah. That's how.
Oh my fucking god!
Complicated.
No, you didn't. You should have only just rolled one more die.
Yep.
I
But
will
the very first
discount
die.
that. If you ever forget to roll a die, just roll the remaining amount.
Okay, just one more die.
Yeah. There you
Alright.
go. And victory goes to the attacker, so you managed to snag the engineer's disruptor pistol from him.
And is it still my turn?
No. Here's how this goes. Combat goes from you, then it goes to the Orions. So, one of the Nausicaans pulls out his disruptor pistol, and he takes a shot. That'll be control, security.
Just asking for, fire's sake. Would the Orion, who's disruptive facility to still be in the way of the attack?
No. Well, you'll it will be if the Nausicaan rolls a complication. I think is that. Oh no, I'm sorry. I want one of these. Right. Oh, I'll do this. I'll spend a threat. So control security, difficulty 2. Shot goes no, that's wrong. That should have been control. There we go. And he does make the roll. So he fires and he deals 3 stress to you.
Okay. 3 stress.
So mark off 3 stress on your character sheet. Now it is back to your side. You have...
Can I go, guys?
Huh?
If everybody's okay, I'd like to go.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, that's how this works. Is that
I'm cool with that.
You guys decide who narratively you think
Go
should
for it.
go.
Okay, what would be the leap for me, or what would be the roll for me to leap from where I am to tackle that Nausicaan?
Well, you'd be leaping down from the catwalk.
Yeah, I'm hoping he'll cushion my fall.
Okay. I'm gonna say to get down there, to just straight up leap down there, is going to be a fitness security difficulty 1.
What about to actually land on him? Basically, be a leaping tackle to hit him.
Fitness security difficulty 3.
Okay, does hand-to-hand combat apply with that?
I'm gonna say not in this case.
All right, I'm just gonna take it. Worst case, I break my neck and die.
You do get the check to make it down there, but you don't land on him. The Nausicaan kind of sidesteps.
Okay.
At which the point the Nausicaan wheels. Like, as he wheels back, he raises his fist and he goes for a hit. So he's going to roll a daring security and try to hit you. And he does have a focus in this. No successes. If you can roll a single success, you hit him.
That'd be daring and
Daring security.
I have a focus in hand-to-hand combat too.
That works. Nice. You get a momentum.
Okay, I think
we're only at 2.
Yeah, I spent 1, 2. I think Jacoby spent
so
1, so I'm at 2 again.
You're back at 2.
Correct.
So, now you roll your unarmed strike. You deal him... Actually, not only do you deal him 2 damage, you also knock him to the ground.
Sweet.
You can describe how you do it.
I just leg sweep him.
Nice.
Am I able to snatch up his blaster before anybody shoots me?
No.
Am I able to duck into cover before I get shot?
You've pretty much... it's not your turn, so no.
Okay, cool. I just wanted to make sure.
It was, you used, you countered him. You pressed X to counter.
Yeah, exactly. That was actually the Nausicaan's turn.
Okay.
So now it's actually back to you guys.
I'll take it. How high is the catwalk? The railings of the catwalk.
It's kind of that you could make the leap down with a difficulty 1 check, but that would be your turn.
I'm not going for a leap. I want to know if I have the leverage to shoulder checks or shove them over the edge.
Oh,
Do
that
you-
guy? Yes, you can take a minor action to move to that Orion, and then you can make a check to try and knock him off. It'll be a daring security.
That's the plan. I'm gonna take a sprint and just try and essentially clothesline him over the edge.
Great.
And I'm gonna take a momentum just in case.
Okay. And this.
And I have to ask, because I have a few of them, lead by example or composure for focuses. Either works, because I'm pretty much just going headstrong in, just trying, not being passive. I want to try.
I'll let you have lead by example.
Okay, sweet. Fucking fucker.
Well, let's
Oh man.
hang on. Let's see what the guy rolls. You beat him, and I'm just gonna take that as threat.
Alright. The momentum back, correct?
Yes, you did get that momentum back.
Sweet.
So, yeah, now roll your unarmed damage.
Would
Unarmed
it
strike.
be stronger since he's essentially hitting the ground after the hit, too?
Well, you're gonna roll to see if you can actually knock him off. Like, you've hit him. Now we're going to see if you can knock him off the edge. Oh, yes.
I think that counts as a yeah.
Yeah, that's a knockdown. So, you knock him over the edge, and then I am going to roll an additional 3.
That's probably the first time the captain's done anything in combat, ever.
He goes spiraling over the edge, and he hits the ground, and he's kind of writhing, but he still seems to be in it. Like he kind of lands on his, he kind of cushions his own fall. But yeah, that could not have been fun.
Yeah. It's not even a flesh wound. Get over it.
And so now that Orion that you actually knocked over is slowly gonna get to his feet, and he's gonna make a beeline for a terminal.
Somebody stop him. Is it our turn again? Can I try and shoot him?
Wait, who has the disruptor pistol?
Me. Commander.
No, it's not you've already gone once, haven't you?
I've gotten one. Yeah, I took it off that Orion guy.
Yeah, so the
No,
round,
Vlock and McConnell haven't gone yet.
yeah, the round isn't over yet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Which one of you guys is gonna go?
I don't mind going, but I would assume Valak, being the stronger Vulcan character, would want to go next.
I mean, I can
from
try
the
to
top
get
rope.
down there, but
Just leap.
What you could do here is you could take a minor action to make it down the catwalk, jump down to him, and then try to take him out.
that'd be the best, I guess. Yeah.
So are you gonna what are you gonna do? Nerve pinch?
Yeah, we're gonna nerve pinch him
All right.
like a civilized Vulcan.
Like a civilized Vulcan. So, yeah. Roll your daring medicine or science, whichever is higher. He manages to actually wheel over, and he elbow checks you as you try to get in through his armor.
Fun.
Did he at least stop him from running to the terminal?
And he knocks you down.
Nope.
Ow.
He also deals you 2 stress. So now it is, whose turn is it?
It's yours.
Actually, no. The Andorian woman isn't gonna do anything. She just looks terrified. So now it goes back to you guys.
Okay, that was going to be my next question.
I'm on the floor where the Orion is. I probably could tackle him.
No,
want me
wait,
to do that?
it's McConnell's turn. He still has
Oh,
to
is it? Oh, that's right. Yes.
Yeah, it's whoever hasn't gone.
DM, I know this is kind of late, but can I use one of my talents, follow my lead, use determination to give assistance on something? Don't know.
It gives assist.
So when you succeed at a task during combat in a perilous situation, spend determination. If I do, choose a single ally, and the next task that ally attempts counts as having assistance from me using presence command.
Okay, you have to succeed at a task. You have to succeed at a combat task first.
I did with the attack. I was saying, because I just forgot. I'm just getting used to the talents like that.
You can try that next round.
Okay.
I would have wanted you to declare that in advance.
Yeah, I forgot I had it. So
that's okay. Just for next time. So
I'm the only one on the top ledge right now, right?
No, there's one other person on the top ledge.
There's 2 of us. It's myself and the commander are both up here.
Right. Yes.
Okay, and as far as getting down to the Orions and the Nausicaan, jumping is basically the fastest way, or would it take 2 turns for me to go down the stairs and get?
Yeah, it would essentially take you your whole turn to just move down. It would take you your whole turn to just move down there either way.
What are the 2 Orions doing? The Nausicaans have attacked. What are they doing?
There's one other Orion that still hasn't gone.
So they're just standing and basically waiting to fire or attack?
It's you have to take your turn first.
Yeah, I know. I'm just looking at this situation.
There's one other Orion, and he has taken out his dagger.
Okay, so what I would like to do is basically kind of what Valak did, except not with a Vulcan nerve pinch. Just jump down and attack the one that's about to go for the console again.
Okay. Make your make a fitness security check, difficulty 1.
Could I use endurance for my focus?
Sure, I'll allow that. Nice. And you needed that focus, so the engineer's gonna make a daring security. Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. So, well, that's gonna be his daring security roll. But so you got down there and you got a momentum. So. You got a momentum. So now you are going to roll your daring security. And
Rip, guys, because my daring's 8.
so might want to spend a momentum.
And mechanically, how do I do that? Do I just click on it?
Yeah, click on it.
Just change your task roll from 2 to 3.
Yeah. Mechanically, yeah.
Gotcha.
Tie goes to the attacker. So, roll your unarmed strike. Click the Starfleet symbol next to your unarmed strike. Okay. You do him actually, How much does he have?
So this is the dude that fell off the top of the catwalk, so he's probably got his ass kicked a little bit.
Yeah, you give him another hit. He's still up. He's still on his feet.
Wow.
And there is one more Orion that has to go, and he is going to try to hit. He's gonna try and hit not Valak. He's going to try to hit Leeds with his knife. He's gonna try and make a stab. So, daring security, opposed check.
Leads daring security.
Yeah, sorry.
I was gonna say we have inspiration if I use it.
Yeah.
But the tie always goes to the attacker.
Well, you could use your determination to re-roll.
I mean, sure.
I mean, do you really want to get stabbed?
Well,
Doesn't
we'll
really
see
matter
how much
too
he.
much.
We'll see how much he deals you. Let's see how much he does. That's okay. He deals you 2 stress.
Yeah, I wasn't. I mean, the smaller blades aren't that bad. I wasn't too worried about it.
He deals you 2 stress. There's a tiny little cut on your arm. Like, you kind of deflected the blade off of you, but the process of doing so kind of cut your arm a little.
Which arm? Because one of them's cybernetic.
The flesh and blood one.
Okay.
Is it our turn again?
No, that was the end of the round because everyone has now gone, and it now goes back to, the Orions, because when the round changes, the person who starts the round flips. So the Orions go first this time, and the Nausicaan levels his disruptor. That first Nausicaan from the first time takes another shot up at the catwalk, but this time he's aiming at the captain. So control, security, difficulty 2,
Yikes.
and I am going to. I'm gonna spend a threat to give him a 3rd die.
Do you want to kill us actively?
I'm the game master, man. I don't
That
know
means
what,
yes.
I don't know what you're expecting. Oh wow.
All right.
And I get that threat back. Feels good, man.
That's fun.
Yeah, guys, I don't like this game master.
Oof.
I'm fucked.
Oof. That
It's
is
harder.
Oh.
that is enough to deal you an injury unless you want to spend your determination to avoid it.
Do it!
Yeah.
But I will let you know, if you take the injury, it means that your next injury that you take will be a deadly one.
Take the determination, bro.
Oh yeah. There's no question I'm taking determination right now.
Okay, you spend your determination. So, you take, in addition though, you take, how much? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You take 7 stress. So you barely manage to dodge out of the way, but you kind of crumple over the railing in order to do it. And it kind of
So I
knocks
have 2 stress left.
kind of knocks the wind out of you. Yeah. That's how this works. You're going to want to avoid getting hit again. So now it's you guys' turn. Who
I'll
wants?
take the first one. I've got that disruptor, so let me shoot at the guy who shot at the captain.
Okay. Control security difficulty 2. There you go. The disruptor. What's your security value?
2.
2. I can roll it with this.
Alright.
Because you don't have the disruptor pistol's stats. 4 stress. So that is on the Orion Commander. Dude, okay.
Nobody shoots the captain.
You could. I will say, if you spend a momentum to give yourself a bonus damage, you will cause an injury.
We have the momentum. We have 3. Use one.
Alright, I'll use one to give him an injury.
Okay, so you clip him in the shoulder. He goes reeling back. The back of his head strikes up against a console, and he slumps to the floor.
Haha!
Thanks, Commander. Hey.
So now it's back to them. The Orion engineer, seeing that he's surrounded, tries to hit Volok.
Oh boy.
Well,
So, Volok, roll your daring security.
get at least a 1 and you get the counterattack, bro. Come on. Oh.
You get a momentum.
We're at 3 for the group.
So
right now.
yeah, that's what it says. So you're good. So roll your unarmed strike. Okay, that happened. Oh well.
As well as you try to hit me, bitch! Smack.
You However, I am
Not
going
the
to
Vulcan way.
I am going to spend 2 threat to negate the knockdown. Actually, I think it's only 1 threat negates the knockdown. So I did have to spend a threat, but he is not knocked down. And now it's back to you guys.
If I recall correctly, it was Sam Leeds who took the second turn.
I mean, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't
Anybody
matter.
can take
It's
Yeah,
what
it's however we want it.
it is what you guys think is cinematically.
Okay, so I mean, I can do it. I have an idea to use a momentum, though. I'd like to. The Orion who attacked me, I'd like to make his attacks more difficult
That'll
by
cost
breaking his arm.
Oh, jeez. Thinking about how you do that.
It looks
So-
like using momentum says I can create.
Right,
a
but
problem for
that
him.
sounds like there's also going to be. That's very much going to be an injury type thing, and that would put him out of combat.
Okay, well, I'll just attack him then. Can I try to disarm?
Do you want to deal him damage or do you want to disarm him?
I want to hurt him.
Because it's like you can't do both.
Okay, some games have it. That's what I was asking. I'll just hurt him. Daring security, I assume.
Daring security, and you're attacking who?
The Orion who just tagged me
Okay.
with the dagger.
Mm-hmm. You deal him. Oh! Wow!
Jesus.
What
fucking
the
Christ.
fuck? Excuse me, what?
Ow!
I'm sorry, I didn't know we had
Does
a
that count as
full-fledged,
broken arm?
Yeah. Oh, I'll allow that. Yes, you broke his arm.
didn't know we had a full-fledged Klingon warrior among us. Jesus Christ.
Holy.
Well, Leeds did study with Klingons for most.
Yes, but are you Klingon?
Wait, Sam, you don't have mean right hook, right?
No, I don't, unfortunately.
Okay, that I thought so. Okay, so no, you dealt 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 damage. Ow. So
Cybernetic arm.
yeah, that's how you do it. Just
Falcon punch.
yeah, you palm punch him. Palm punch him with the cybernetic arm. He goes flying.
God, I can just imagine. Remember the scenes from Next Generation where they do palm punches? Oh my god.
Yep.
I can just imagine that.
So yeah, he goes down like a sack of bricks, and now all that's left is the one Orion engineer, the other Nausicaan, and the Andorian woman. And it's their turn. Andorian woman, again, isn't doing anything. So, back to you guys.
I can take it. It's the guy by the terminal, correct?
Yeah, there's an Orion who's been trying to make his way to a terminal, and there's one more Nausicaan who hasn't taken any damage of any kind.
And the Orions, that's the one that got shoved off the catwalk, correct?
Yes. He's looking pretty beaten up, but somehow he's still going. These Orions are hardy.
Alright, I'm going to hop off the catwalk by the terminal.
Okay? That is a... if you're hopping... well, at this point, because you're in the middle of the catwalk, right?
Yeah, it's myself and...
You could just run down the little staircase down there and be there in just as much time.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, so I will do that. And then I want to, on the terminal, is there any way I can tell to seal, like, the doors in the room?
You could try. It'd be a control engineering check, difficulty 2.
Alright, I'm going to do that and pull an inspiration.
You mean your value?
Sure.
You're gonna tap your value?
Momentum.
Oh, you're gonna
Excuse me.
spend a momentum.
Yeah, sorry. So again, focus is composure, improvisation.
No.
Either?
But
I thought I'd try.
you are gonna roll 3 dice.
Yeah, I thought I'd try. You said control engineering?
Control engineering. Difficulty 2.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Oh well.
I can't roll today. I'm sorry, guys.
Okay.
It's all right. Apparently, I can just fight our way out. So
You know,
I've rolled 3 complications, just so you guys know.
I'm gonna give myself threat. I'm just gonna take straight threat.
It's even worse because the enemies get extra die.
I'm sorry, I'm not trying to. I just can't roll to save my fucking life.
Actually, wait. Yeah, that's just 1 complication, so I get 2. So, yeah, you can't. But the moment that you took to do that gives that one Nausicaan enough time to make it over to you, and he tries to hit you. Daring.
Yay.
Give me a daring security.
Come on, Captain, don't botch this one.
And actually, I'm gonna spend a threat.
I was putting in for momentum.
Oh dear, we're gonna be left with none.
Oh, we have 1 left.
Oh, you could do this.
He also spent the momentum, so he definitely could do this.
Yes!
Roll
Finally.
your unarmed strike.
Momentum backs, we're still at 2.
Great.
Oh,
Yes!
Okay, you dealt him 3 stress. Nice hit. So, who else hasn't gone?
I still have to go here.
You're up.
I shall. We still have to deal with that Orion that fell off, correct?
Yes, and there's a Nausicaan and an Orion.
Let's try and once again to take down that Orion.
The one Orion that just gotten battered by everyone, but still is fucking alive.
I'll let you know why he's doing so well. It's because you guys have been dealing him small bits of damage. You haven't given him more than 5 damage in a single hit, which is what is needed for an injury. So, Daring, you're going to try hit him?
Try nerve pinch.
Nerve pinch, Daring. Okay, roll me... Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Roll your nerve pinch.
Does that...
It should be under your weapons.
No momentum again on that one.
Oh, yes. You get a momentum.
Oh, cool. So we're back at 3.
What is intense? Oh, intense ignores resistance. But
Yeah.
that's okay. You dealt 4 damage, and that fills his
Stand
that fills his stress track. You see his eyes roll up in his head, and he collapses to the ground.
Finally.
Now there's just the Nausicaan left, and because that's the end of the round, it goes back to you guys.
Can I tackle him?
No. Wait. Now it's
You
Somebody
guys can
else's
decide
turn.
who goes. You can
it's
decide who goes.
Oh, he should probably nerve pinch this fucker.
It's McConnell's turn. He should do something.
How close is he to me?
You could get to him within a minor action, because he's right by the terminal, because that's where that's where the captain was.
Has he drawn his weapon yet, or is he just trying to get to the terminal?
He tried to hit the captain, and that failed. And the
Yeah,
captain...
he tried to hit me, and then I punched him in the face. No big deal.
Yeah. And I'm gonna spend a threat to give him another die.
Okay, I guess I would just try and unarmed strike him.
Okay.
Says daring security, correct?
Ooh, wow.
Hot diggity damn. Yeah.
So, I get 4 threat? Nice.
Don't you max out on threat, though?
No, I don't max out on threat. You guys max out on momentum. I can have as much threat as I please.
Oh, Jesus Christ, I forgot to do my talent again. Oh, wait, I can't because I already used determination. Never mind.
And he deals unarmed strike. That's 5 damage. You're gonna take an injury and will probably be out of combat unless you spend your determination.
Do it.
I
Do
mean,
it.
well, there are 5 of you and 1 of him.
So yeah, don't do it because we can maybe find medical supplies later. Metagaming. Shh.
I'm gonna give you guys little bits of advice, just a little bit, since some of you don't know how this game exactly works.
My fear of the injury thing is we don't really have a CMO. So, like,
Yeah.
that was kind of my instant reasoning if I, like, it kind of makes things a little difficult.
Oh, whoops, did I...
I do have a bit of experience as far as medicine goes, though, so.
Yeah. So, there you are. So, now it's... Oh, it is the Nausicaan's turn. The Nausicaan is going to see the... he just sort of throws you off of him. And you clatter to the ground. You feel like you hit your wrist as you go to the ground, so you feel a sprain. And then the Nausicaan pulls his disruptor pistol and he fires it at Leeds. Control security. Let's see what he gets. I'm gonna spend a threat to give him another die.
We're at 3 momentum still, correct? Just making sure.
And he does hit, and he has a talent called Natural Bully that allows him to ignore a complication if I spent threat.
There you go.
So he gets to roll his disruptor pistol. And he deals you 4 stress.
Okay.
Back to us, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Who's gonna do it? Can I do it? Oh yes.
Yeah,
Let me
you
do
do. You have the pistol. Hit him.
Yeah, I got the pistol. So like, I'll see this Nausicaan little bitch hit my security officer. I'm gonna say no. I'm not gonna stand for that. I'm gonna shoot my disruptor pistol at him.
Okay.
So
Control
that's
security, difficulty 2.
yeah.
Momentum if you need it.
Yes, I definitely need it.
Yikes, bud.
You miss, and the disruptor pistol shorts out.
No.
Oh boy.
So,
Well, at least it didn't hit you, Sam. So we're good.
So, now that Nausicaan has taken his turn, you guys all get to go.
All right. I want to go and I want to tackle this asshole.
Go for it.
Can I punch him first?
Just decide who wants to go.
I'd really. I want to tackle him.
Okay, fine.
Would that be daring security then?
Daring security.
Is hand to hand gonna apply here?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, we got another point.
You hit him. And
3 momentum.
and that will do it, or at least it would if I didn't spend 2 threat. He's still on his feet. But you did deal him 5 stress.
Alright, I'm going for him.
Wait, it's his turn.
And you
No.
do knock him to the ground. So, attacking him again will be easier.
Yeah, I'm going for him now.
Daring security. I'm gonna spend a threat to give him a 3rd die.
Spending momentum.
Ooh!
Let's go.
Yep, get that momentum back. Roll your unarmed strike.
And I'm going for like the back of his head with my elbow type thing, like while he's down, just trying to like
Okay,
smash him.
you dealt him a threat. He's still breathing. You know, he's, well, not breathing, but he's still conscious.
Who hasn't gone this round?
Well, the Vulcan fella, and
Yeah,
I'll just saunter
Yeah.
over and nerve pinch him.
yeah, okay, Valak and Alas, can you do us all a solid, please, and change your Roll20 names to your character names, please, so I don't have to look at Discord every time who's who.
yes, that'd
please,
be great.
please do that.
You go under the little cog and you change your name to whatever your character's name is.
So, daring security. Okay, that is 2 successes because his difficulty goes up by 1 due to difficulty goes up by 1 due to the knockdown.
You got 4 momentum somehow.
Oh, that's right. I'll give you a moment.
I've been tracking it all.
Thank you, Captain. I'll give the momentum to you, or the commander, because that's the name I clicked.
Thank you.
So Valak, are you rolling?
Working on it here.
Medicine. That's 2 success. Oh, because you also rolled. Wait. What? Why did you roll twice?
Wait, what?
You rolled twice.
Sometimes it glitches
Whoops.
number rolls.
Huh. Okay.
Like,
Well,
yeah, it's really weird.
You actually succeed because tie goes to the attacker.
Well, that's a broken rule.
Well, it can just as easily swing in your favor or his favor.
Sure.
I mean, Ty's got the attacker in like pretty much every game.
He's still up.
Even after that nerve pinch.
Yeah, you're not dealing much damage, guys. You could spend a momentum and increase the damage by 1.
Wait, we've got plenty. Just do it.
Yep, and he goes down.
Yeah.
Ooh boy.
I'll expend mine.
Alrighty. So yeah, he goes down and is unconscious, and combat is now over.
Thank God.
Is there anything in the room we can use to restrain him? And any of the ones who are unconscious?
Yeah, you could probably find some cables and do that.
Alright. Grab some cables, grab whatever you find. To restrain them, make sure they aren't a threat in the future.
Mm-hmm.
We should
Lieutenant McConnell, search the area for medical supplies, please. We got some wounded over here.
Aye, sir.
I'm probably sitting on the ground leaning against the terminal, just like, fuck.
Do I got to roll for that?
Well, actually, only the people who got injured are going to need any kind of medical attention.
So only McConnell?
Oh, damn it. Okay, I'll look over at McConnell and realize that he is actually injured. Lieutenant Commander Vlog, you do it.
Yeah, I'll look around here.
Okay.
Question:
And-
how do we regain stress?
It comes back to you at the start of a scene, which it is now, and now that it's the start of a new scene, your momentum goes down by 1.
2 momentum?
Yep, your momentum degrades.
I'm going to snatch up that dagger from the Orion. I don't know if anybody wants the blasters, but I'll take one if nobody wants one.
I know Lee or the commander has one. I'm also gonna snag one.
No, mine fused out.
So
Oh,
there
all
are
right.
there are currently three disruptor pistols and 4 daggers.
I want a dagger.
All right.
I don't need a blaster. You guys take them. My control sucks comparatively.
Okay, I'll take a blaster. So the commander will take a blaster, and I'll toss one over to the captain and Valak as well.
All right.
Okay.
And I'd like to approach the Andorian while Valak searches for the medical supplies.
Perfect timing, because she was just about to go for a terminal.
Oh.
Stop right there.
She freezes, turns around, hands up.
Why? Why would you do that?
Do not reach for that terminal. All right, we're here in peace. It may not seem like it. I look around at all the bodies like surrounding us. It may not seem like it, but we're prisoners on this ship, just like you, and we just want to get out.
No. You're not prisoners just like me. I'm fine where I am.
Shooter.
Listen.
You're gonna shoot her?
Listen to me, all
I'm
right?
telling someone to shoot.
Okay.
No. McConnell, shut up. Listen to me now. Why
He's down.
are you down here?
Because they got lucky. They grabbed one of few senior engineers on that damn ship.
What damn ship?
The freighter I worked on.
I see, and you were a talented engineer?
Yeah, chief engineer of the ship. They
I
found
see.
they found they could put me to work, and so they have.
Say, I bet that collar's getting real itchy on you, huh?
Not at all. There's a special command code that lets me come down to the lower decks.
But, wouldn't you feel better without it?
It's not so bad.
But you're a slave.
Yeah, but to be frankly honest, I get more recognition here than I ever did back on the Yine.
Alright. Now let's stay calm. Do not approach that terminal, or I'm gonna do something I'm gonna regret, probably. Alright? So let's just stay where we are.
All right, roll me a presence security roll.
Okay. Does diplomacy come into this?
I'll allow it.
Does diffuse the tension come into this?
Yes.
Okay, so what kind of a bonus does that give me to roll?
Okay,
Like, help
so
me out here.
diffuse the tension means your difficulty goes down by 1.
Okay, and the
You have
diplomacy.
a focus.
Okay, so it's gonna be difficulty what now?
Oh, hang on. I'm looking at the wrong character sheet. Insight security. No, and I'm sorry. What did you say? It's going to be presence security.
Presence security, yeah. And I asked if diplomacy and diffuse attention comes into this as well.
Yeah, diplomacy absolutely counts as a focus, and diffuse the tension makes the difficulty go down by 1.
Okay,
No,
that's the-
diffuse attention adds a d20. Doesn't reduce it. It adds a d20 you can roll with.
No?
I'm looking at it right now.
What? Since when?
Yep, you may add bonus d20 to your dice pool.
So I roll 3 dice.
Oh, shoot. Ha ha ha. Oh, dear. That means that one of my best rolls in this entire game was kind of a fluke. As a result of me misunderstanding a rule. Oops.
It's alright, so I'll roll 3 dice. Difficulty, which difficulty?
It's okay. It probably was just the one that almost killed me.
It's an opposed check.
Okay.
Technically, you're the quote-unquote attacker, so yeah, you win. She steps away from the terminal.
Now that's good. Isn't this nice? We're all friends here.
She nods. She looks terrified.
Now, where's the security room?
The security room? Okay,
The security room.
this is going to be a presence command check.
Of course it is. And good thing my presence command is so fucking good. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, you get 2 momentum.
Fuck yeah. Give me that moment.
She thinks for a few seconds and says, "Pull up a map of the ship."
Okay, Lieutenant Commander, pull up the map of the ship.
And she says, "All right, the main security booth is on deck 20 in that third column right there. You see that room in green?
Mm-hmm.
That one.
I see.
But I've got to warn you, it's going to be crawling with overseers."
I'm gonna look over firstly to Lieutenant Samuel Leeds. Some prediction you made, huh?
I never said it wasn't going to be, like, manned.
Right. I'm gonna turn back to the Andorian. How do we get past these overseers?
Well, they're all Nausicaans.
Why don't we just create a disturbance on a different floor?
You could do that.
Send a security alarm to a different floor,
What?
10 floors above, and have them go there.
And she looks up at the probe, and she says, "Fine. The science lab on deck 4.
What's over there?
I won't tell you."
I'm gonna point my pistol at her. Disruptor pistol.
Oh, no. If I speak about this, I'm as good as dead anyway.
Would I be able to do an interrogation of some sort against her? Be a little bad cop for the commander's good cop?
He's already being the bad cop.
No, hold
I
on.
could be a much worse cop.
I'd
about
like,
insights?
I'd like to use some philosophy here, right?
Bad cop and worse cop.
one of my
Oh.
focuses is human philosophy,
Hang on.
right?
So actually, here's the thing. I'm going to spend 2 threat here and create the complication right now. You can tell right now that she is not going to talk about this.
Okay, so I'm just gonna lower.
Maybe
my
I should just
disruptor.
mind meld her.
I'm gonna look over at Vlog. That's not a bad idea. You go do that.
Can we just do an insight check?
No. Let him mind meld.
Okay, take care.
Oh boy.
Also, while they're doing that, is there any comm badges on the Orions or Noskins?
Yeah, there are like a couple communicators.
I'm gonna take one of those because I'd like to hear broadcasts while we're in.
Yes, and I'd also like to take one. Well, I'd like to redistribute one to every one of us because I assume we can tweak them to one of our frequencies, right?
Yeah, with enough of a engineering check, you could probably use them to ping where your communicators are.
Oh shit.
We'll get to that once after Velok melds with the Andorian lady.
Okay, you gonna do it?
How does he do it?
One sec, trying to look that up real.
How does the Andorian react to this?
Well, it's you have the advantage right now in that she's not going to move. She's terrified.
Captain, this may not make any difference, but on the record, I'm completely against this.
For what reasons?
Simply because it's an invasion of a slave's mind, and we could just simply continue on with our original plan.
I'm gonna turn over to Lieutenant McConnell. Objection noted, and just turn back.
Sorry,
I'll just
Lieutenant,
smile.
But she has information she refuses to give up that could save many lives here.
GM, I would like to cast a look to the Andorian, kind of a sympathetic one, but kind of also reserved. Like I'm very sympathetic to her, but at the same time, I'm not gonna do anything to try to kind of speak up anymore against the mind meld. I just want her to see that.
Okay.
Leeds kind of goes towards the door and he's like muttering, "Just do it the Klingon way. Beat it out of her."
Jeez.
All right. Apparently, it's a difficulty 1 task. When opposed, it can be more difficult.
Is it opposed, GM?
What? To
The mind meld?
Yeah, I'm gonna say it is.
So what's the difficulty?
Control command.
You have momentum to spend.
Do it. We got 4 momentum, so just, you know.
Why did...
It's double rolling for him.
Okay.
It's happening yesterday too.
I'll count that 0. So, technically a tie because loyal to her master's talent, and tie goes to the attacker. What you're able to get off of this Velok is that the key to how you guys were knocked out is up in that science lab.
Okay. I will I suppose release the meld and inform the captain. So what I am getting from her is that whatever knocked us out is in that lab.
Well, I guess we'll have to go investigate a little more, see if there's any way we can stop this from happening again.
Sir, if I may recommend getting our phasers back first. I don't feel safe with this Orion technology.
Who's the engineer again? Sorry, Velok, right?
Yeah.
Velok, can you change around these communicators to find our own comm badges?
I can try. What role will I need for that here?
Oh, that would probably be control engineering difficulty 1.
Again, inspiration if you need it.
If you need it.
This is Velok.
Yeah, I don't.
You got a
Oh,
momentum.
No, we got one.
Yeah, we got one anyway, but it rolled twice again. Jesus.
So
Yeah, I don't know why.
It's a success either way.
That's 5 momentum, by the way.
and I'll deal one more then. Okay, so you're at 5 momentum, and yeah, you're able to ping the communicators. One is in the science lab. One is actually in this room. And 3 more, actually, and the rest of them are in the security room. Because it's not just the 3 of yours, it's like the entire skeleton crew.
There's one right here, though?
Yeah, there's one that you managed to, you sort of open a panel, you open like a drawer, and it looks like someone was halfway through taking it apart.
Do we know whose this is?
Yes, that would be the commanders.
Ah, very good. I'll put it on my chest. Very proud. And I'm gonna try and press it and call for the computer.
Call for the computer. Ah, yes. The computer does respond.
Computer status report.
Currently being held in tractor beam. Unable to move.
Oh, that's just bloody perfect. Computer recommends solution.
Unknown solutions at this time.
Perfect.
See if there's anybody present on the ship. They might have missed somebody.
Okay. Computer, Commander Lawrence Jacoby. GM, can you give me like a authorization code?
Gamma Alpha Phi.
Commander Lawrence Jacoby, security code Gamma Alpha 5. Distribute a message to throughout the whole ship. This is Commander Jacoby. Is anybody alive? Is anybody on the ship? Respond.
Nobody responds.
Computer, scan ship for life signs.
Hang on a moment.
It would probably find my cat.
Hang on a moment. Oh, right here, actually. Control. I'm gonna spend a threat. What did you want?
Scan self, scan the ship, our ship, for life signs.
There are life signs aboard the ship.
Identification?
Various species. Some Orion, some Nausicaan, some Gorn.
Gorn?
Yes, scanners are picking up 2 Gorn life signs.
You gotta be kidding me! The hell? Location of these life signs.
Main engineering.
They're in engineering.
Tell the computer to beam them into space and get rid of them.
Computer, do you have control over the beam systems?
Hold on. This again. Where did it go?
I mean, we don't have to kill them. We could just get rid of them. But, I mean, if we can beam them off, why not?
Task roll. Ugh. Okay. I'm gonna say that kicks threat off of me. Come on, where is it? Stop it. Delete. Delete. Okay. So you're asking it to what?
Do you have control over the beam systems aboard the ship?
Unfortunately not. It appears that someone is interfering with my finer control over ship systems.
Leeds is going to chime in and be like, "Can you ask about Mr. Whiskers? I want to make sure he's safe."
Uh, I'm gonna pin the badge again. Computer, is there a cat aboard on the ship?
There is.
Any life signs?
It is alive and well.
Okay,
Thank you,
Cat.
computer. Go into standby mode, and I'll tap the pin again so it shuts off.
All right.
Well, there you have it, boys. The ship is down. Captain, what do we do?
I think we first have to set off for the science lab, and maybe there'll be something there for us before we move on to the security room. Anything we can have to aid us in that should be beneficial.
I don't trust these disruptors, but if you say so, Captain. But before
Dude,
we leave,
I am open to any and all considerations and other options you may have.
I'd like to speak to the Andorian one more time. Is that okay?
Of course, of course.
I would assume this ship has a computer as well.
Yes, but you're not in main engineering, so it would be a little harder to access it from here.
I'd like
Okay,
to turn back to Andorian, though. Sorry, what were you gonna say?
well, I was just thinking, like, if we could use the comm badges to make an alert on the science deck or whatever, then, you know, we could at least draw some people away from the security room eventually.
Eventually, but we said we were gonna go to science lab first.
Okay, I disagree with that. That doesn't make sense to me to go there and possibly. What are we doing there? Do we have a plan? We're just listening to an Andorian slave who tried to alert the ship.
Captain?
It was found out through the mind meld about that it'd be beneficial for us to go there, essentially. If I'm interpreting what the mind meld was correctly. GM.
Was it beneficial though, or did it just say that is where the thing that knocked us out is?
The
I mean,
secret to it.
Rather than walking into a fight that isn't in any way beneficial to us, or I don't say beneficial, but optimal for us.
Okay.
I mean, again, I'm open to any and all options, but I don't think that us running in head first makes the most sense.
Alright, so I'm gonna turn back to the Andorian. I'm gonna ask her, like, what's your name?
Vosha.
Okay, Vosha. Really quickly, and I'm gonna point to the probe that's lying lying suspended midair. What are these?
Presence command.
Yep, sure thing. Oh,
I'm gonna
Well.
I'm gonna take the threat.
okay.
I'm gonna take the threat because I need some. And victory goes to the attacker technically, so it's the slaver's latest weapon. A pretty insidious trap, if I do say so myself.
Did you design it?
Me? Oh no, this is way beyond me.
Right. And how does it work?
I don't know too much myself. They just shoot it off into space. It broadcasts a signal. And then we pick them up.
I see. You said you're a pretty good engineer, right?
Yeah?
Well, you're gonna come along with us to the science room, in case our Vulcan engineer needs a bit of help.
She gulps and just nods.
Very good. Well then, is it decided? I'll turn back to the rest of the group. Where are we going?
You're gonna have to go all the way back up to deck 5.
Are we going to the science lab? Lieutenant Leeds was pretty much against it.
It's whatever. We'll do it. We probably should lock the doors and make sure they can't get into this area, though.
I'll
There's
turn
currently
back
a bunch
to
of
the
a bunch of bodies on the floor. So
Some are unconscious.
Yeah.
but still.
Yeah, you
I'll,
could probably find a little hidey hole to stack them in.
Sure.
all right, well, yeah, let's stuff them all in a hole.
Yeah.
Right on. So we'll stuff them all in a hole and then proceed onwards to the science bay.
Okay, you get in the lift, and the lift takes you back up towards the 5th floor. You find the science lab is oddly unguarded. It's probably because this is one of the nicer parts of the ship.
Is it a white hallway? By any chance?
Yeah, it's pretty wide.
No, white, as in
White.
color, white. You know,
Uh,
clean, white.
No, it's not. It's not like spick and span. It's not like a starship, but it's not like a Federation starship. But for like the industrial grime of this Orion vessel that you've been seeing so far, not
Sure.
too shabby.
Okay, where's the door?
I'll take a look around, I guess.
So you walk into the lab, and with it, there are 2 beings with their backs to you. One is a being that you don't recognize. You don't recognize the species. The other is quite clearly a Saurian.
Oh, are they wearing collars?
No, the Saurian is wearing typical, like, Orion gear. And he also seems to have what looks like some weird headset.
Okay, it's time for sign language, guys.
Well, I
I'm
was
gonna-
thinking just knocking his ass out, but okay.
I'm gonna signal Lieutenant Leeds and Lieutenant McConnell to point their blasters at the dudes. You know, blasters up.
I didn't take
Wait.
a blaster.
You didn't take a blaster, motherfucker.
I took
you
a
did take
dagger.
I have a blaster.
Okay, Captain and Velok, if I recall correctly, right?
Yep.
I'm gonna signal you to point your blasters up. Leads, I'm gonna try and somehow signal to you, you know, I know that this guy's got a headset on his head, so I'm just gonna point to you, like, to take it off, you know? Just point at it and do, like, a taking off motion.
Okay, so you want me to stealth
Take
up
off his
behind
headset.
him and then
Yes.
take his headset off?
Yes, while the others have their pistols pointed at him.
Okay, GM, what kind of check would that be?
Okay, so to get up behind him, that's going to be a control security opposed check.
Does infiltration apply?
I'll allow it. Oh, wait, no, hang on. Yeah, nah, he doesn't see shit. And you get a momentum.
Alright.
Yeah, so if I'm up behind him and nobody noticed, can I take the headset off? Does that require a check?
Yeah, I'm gonna... if you spend that momentum you got, I'll say no.
Yeah, I'll just spend it.
So, yeah, no. You take the headset off him, and he wheels around, shocked. And so does the bird. Not bird.
Bird?
Sorry, the other being. And yes, as it turns around, you can see it's very, very avian-like. Here, let me... Do I have it? Can I... Hang on. Can I just... That. That is what it looks like.
Oh, Jesus.
And it has 2 pistols pointed at it.
And it just goes, ooh!
Is my universal translator working?
Yes, it is, but it appears that sound it made was more of just an exclamation of surprise than anything else.
Okay, so... Captain, would you like to say a few words to our guests? And I'll point my disruptor at them as well.
I'll lower mine, just so it's not... It's pointed at the ground, but it's still, you know, ready if need be. What projects do you have going on up here?
Who are you asking this to?
Just in general, the 2 of them.
Project? I mean, I'm just helping out with the research.
Who said that?
That's the bird-like.
What
Oh yeah.
exactly are you researching?
Well, this is more of a learning experience for me. I'm very excited, and it sort of like taps its little claw things together. It said, I'm learning so much from these people. So many
yeah?
wonders of technology.
And where's your slave collar?
Slave? Color? And it
You
tilts
do
its head.
realize there are slaves on this ship, right?
What? Mercy, no!
Now, I'll point to the Andorian. And what is this?
This, she points at him, is how they're doing it.
While they're talking, can I slip that headset on that I stole?
Alright, you don't hear anything.
Yeah, I'm just cautious.
Okay.
This is how they do what exactly?
I don't know. All I know is that something about this thing lets them pull the trick.
What trick?
However, they manage to subdue an entire starship.
It's a slave collar.
No, how they managed to completely incapacitate an entire ship all in one go.
Oh, you mean the probe? Oh. Okay. Right. I'm gonna look back at the bird. What is that probe?
Probe. Oh, us, hang on. Us Salaks have sent out many probes. And the Saurian just kind of rolls his eyes.
I'll look over at the Saurian. Is that his name?
Grumbles.
I see this is getting us nowhere. Lieutenant Leeds, would you like to take over investigations here?
What do you want me to interrogate? The Siren?
Both of them. At the same time.
I can't do both.
Well,
You
pick
deal with
one.
the bird.
Of your choosing.
Okay, I'll pick one. I hold my dagger up to the Siren's throat and give me answers.
Oh, geez. Roll me a present security roll.
Does interrogation apply?
Yes, absolutely. Oof. Yeah, he folds. Like, you can see that he holds up for about half a second. He goes, look, we just use this song. Okay?
What song?
He looks around at all of you, and he just grimaces, and he looks to the bird creature, and he goes, Trib, sing me a song.
No, you stay
No,
quiet.
no. Stay quiet.
And Trib, like, just starts to open his beak, and then just looks down sad.
I'm gonna point the disruptor at the Saurian. Is that what knocked us out?
The Saurian nods.
Okay, I'm gonna smack him with the butt of the pistol. I'm pissed off.
He also currently has a blade to his throat.
Like,
so...
fuck human rights on this bitch. Saurians deserve human rights.
No. We are not breaking anything like that. We're not killing anybody.
We're not breaking any more laws.
Exactly. I'm just gonna break his lip with the butt of my gun.
We
How hard is
we
that?
already almost technically mind raped the Andorian, so we are not doing that.
Yeah.
And how did you get to be EXO?
How'd I get to be EXO? Well, you'll see.
The character.
You'll see.
We're not brutally assaulting this person unless he starts assaulting us.
Yeah, there is no.
I
actual
literally
threat.
stand in front of the XO.
And I'm just watching the
My hand's on your shoulder, Commander, like pulling you back.
If that thing tries to sing, I will blow its head off. Just a
That
warning.
thing is still a sentient creature. Address it as such.
The creature just looks shocked that you just said that. My, how angry.
Commander, why don't you excuse yourself from the situation?
Fine, I'm gonna walk out angrily. Stand guard.
I'm going to turn back to the Siren. Okay. Don't try any tricks like that again. Give me answers. You're using that to capture ships, get slaves, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, you took all our crew, correct?
Yes. And Trib
Where's
just looks. Trib's just. This bird thing is just in total shock.
We are going to require our equipment. And where is the tractor beam release?
That'd be in main security.
Okay. If anybody else has a plan, I suggest we knock this asshole out, take the bird, and get security up here.
Oh, what? You were against me taking the asshole out? Now you're gonna take the asshole out? Come on, man.
So he doesn't talk.
Wait.
You're assaulting him in an interrogation. There's a difference.
Most of our ship's comm badges are in security, correct?
There's one in this room also.
Yeah, you grab one that's in security.
Who does it belong to?
It belongs to one of the NCOs on the Hadfield.
What if we were able to convince our nice new bird friend here to sing a song?
That was my thought also.
I mean, I suppose you can.
Could he sing it to the entire ship?
Yeah, could we, is there a terminal or a way we could broadcast it across the whole ship?
I mean, you could try.
Let's do that. I'm assuming we'd have to cover our ears. What's the bird's name? I'm sorry.
So you ask the bird his name?
Yes.
I am Trib.
Hi, Trib. So how does your song work? Don't sing it yet, but just
He looks
explain to
excited
me
for a
how it
second,
works.
and then he looks downtrodden.
How does it work? So I assume everybody would have to hear it. If somebody covered their ears, would it affect them?
Oh, absolutely. The harmonics in the Salak song causes all sorts of interesting effects on other species' neurological functions. It doesn't
I
seem
see.
It doesn't seem to affect Orion's, though.
I see. So how does it not affect your friend here? I point to the Saurian. Would it be this headset I'm wearing?
Yes, I believe it is.
Are there more of them?
Trib just saunters over to a desk, pulls open a drawer, and you see lines of these headsets.
Everybody in the Andorian take one.
You gotta remember, I'm outside. I was
Yeah.
excused.
All right.
The debate of do I actually give the commander one? I'm joking. Yeah, I'll walk out and hand one to the commander.
What's this?
Just put it on so you don't hit your head on anything again.
And
Earmuffs. I hate them.
once everybody has a headset on, I'll ask Trip to sing his song in the room. I don't want to broadcast it because I have a plan actually. What I want to do is not yet, Trip. 1 second. What I want to do is we're going to go to security. We're going to broadcast to security and knock them out. We don't need to cause an alarm. We can use that with Trip's song. But Trip, please, let's sing your song in this room.
Oh, okay.
X-File.
And you guys don't feel anything. However, what is the rule for it? Because I have a whole way that this is written up. Control command. Okay. Control command. I'll spend a threat to give him an extra die. he immediately, his hands go to his ears, and he just sort of wavers around for a few seconds, slams his shoulder against the bulkhead, and then after maybe 10 seconds of this and just cringing, his eyes closed, they open. You see the eyes, kind of the slit pupils of the Saurians just kind of fade, slip up, and the Saurian thuds to the floor.
Perfect.
Trib, I'd like you to sing your song to anybody but Orions that we encounter, okay? If they're not wearing a collar.
Oh, I see. Of course.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
So, where are we going now? I never get to see other parts of the ship.
We need to go to security.
Ooh, security.
Yeah, they got some of our stuff, and we'd like it back.
Ooh. Wait, they took things from you? Why would they do that?
They found them, and we're just getting a return to us.
Oh, I see. Are they doing something wrong?
Very much so. They use your song, unfortunately, to capture people and make them slaves.
But they said that they just wanted to know more about Salak biology. That's why they gave us all of those... Oh.
Did they take more of your people?
Oh, no. Oh, heavens no. They simply gave us money, technology. We are not a sophisticated people, the Salak.
Interesting. But if you could give us your full story once we're back on our ship, that is the ship that they currently have in tow. But for the moment, we probably should get to security before somebody comes in here.
I see. Something never did quite feel right about this. What did he say he was? Saurian. I guess that must have been it. And Trib follows you.
Yeah, if nobody has any other plan, we should go to security and just sing that song once we get in there, if it's all Nausicaans.
Yep, I think the agreed plan is to head to security now. Because we now have everything I think we possibly need.
The EXO is angry, but I'll follow.
Okay.
Just like brooding. I'm brooding to myself. I'm fucking pissed, man.
And I was saying all our other comm badges are in security, but we now have, what, 2 of them?
Correct, 2 of them. One is the commanders, and the other one's one of the NCOs.
So we could comm our other comm badges and have the song broadcast that way.
I actually really like that.
If they're turned on. I mean, I suppose if they're pink, they are turned on, so I guess we could do that.
That way we can just stroll into security.
Yeah.
So what are you guys gonna do?
Once we get to essentially near security, we'll have our friend here sing a song to the other comm badges that are in the security room, and make them take a little of a nap.
Alrighty.
Hopefully.
So you're all in position, and Trib starts to sing. And let's see what you guys get. I want the one of these. One of these. Okay.
I'm assuming that one guy that botched his roll, his head explodes.
Okay. So, yeah, he sings his song.
Weapons ready. Lee, do you want to go in first?
Yeah, I'll take point and go in.
Whoever else doesn't have a blaster, follow closely behind. The rest of us will form a bit of a backline.
All right. As soon as you open the door, you see that there are 3 Nausicaans on the floor, 2 Gorn on the floor, and there's a Nausicaan that's propping himself up against the desk, up against a console that's in the center of the room, and he's slowly pushing himself to his feet.
I'm gonna, if I can rush him, I'm gonna slam his head into the console itself.
Go ahead. Daring security.
Hand to hand applies.
Yep. Positively. And I'll spend a threat.
We're also down to 4 momentum because new scene.
Yeah. I'm gonna say so. Daring
Do you want me to do hand to hand damage or no?
We'll see. Depends what he rolls. And
Jesus.
get a threat back. So he's actually gonna roll against you.
Okay,
So that's 3 stress.
cool.
And you're knocked to the ground.
Can I shoot at him?
Yeah, I think everyone with blasters about to fire at him.
Can I shoot him?
Alright, you are in combat, and so he's gonna rush. You see, he immediately takes out his knife and he goes to stab at Leeds. So.
What's the determining factor for who starts with?
Hang on, it's what?
What's the determining factor for who starts the round of combat?
It's whoever you guys. Well, it starts on your side, and you all decide who goes first.
Okay. So,
Mhm.
wouldn't it then be our turn?
Well, no, because Leeds just went.
Okay, I wasn't sure if that was considered part of combat or
Yeah.
kind of like a
Leeds-
before combat, like a
Leeds
surprise
went-
round type thing.
Yeah, Leeds went, and he failed to hit. So. You are going to Leeds, you are going to roll me a daring security check. That's what you have to beat. Maybe use a momentum.
Okay, hold on.
We got 4 burn ones.
We got plenty. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'll use a momentum and just that puts the dice pool at 3, right?
Yeah.
Correct.
And remember, you do have to get you are operating at a increased difficulty because you're on the ground.
Okay. Does hand to hand still apply?
Yes, it does. And let me look at Leeds. What do you have?
Yeah.
Nice suit.
Nice.
Now, what does pack tactics do anyway? Oh, so yeah.
If I assist somebody, they get and they succeed in combat, they get a momentum.
Okay, cool. Alrighty. So yeah, roll your unarmed strike.
They're both mashing the button for counterattack right now.
Yeah, you do a leg sweep. It knocks his feet out from under him, and on his way down, the back of his head hits the console that he was propping himself up against earlier, and he goes down.
He's the only conscious one? He was the only conscious one?
He was the only conscious one.
Well, Lieutenant, I dare say you're... Well, never mind.
Well done, Lieutenant.
So Leeds kind of does, one of those martial arts, like leaps from his back to his feet kind of move?
Yeah.
Does that.
Neat.
Now, where's our stuff? Everybody fan out.
You managed to find your stuff in short time, so all things considered, you now have all your equipment and weapons back.
Thank fuck.
All right.
Does that include my armor?
I will say yes, because that's what you were wearing when you were taken.
Cool.
Now, Lieutenant, you said you had a plan.
Oh no, my plan was just getting down here. From here on, I have no clue.
I see.
He's kind of like looking longingly at the mech left, like, yeah, I finally got it back.
Captain, any ideas?
I guess the question is, do we try and free all the slaves? Is that the route you want to take here? Or do we return to our ship and go upon our own business?
Well, I do have a suggestion about that. Does the collar give off a signal? I mean, would we be able to like beam them off or disable the collars and then beam them off via our ship?
Hang on, what's it? Vosha thinks for a second, says, well, if you use my collar, which has the security clearance to be below decks, theoretically, I could leave the ship. And if I leave the ship, then you remove the collar and that could work. You see, like, the gears are turning in her head.
Yes, but the question is, there are 150 slaves aboard this ship.
Right.
How do we change the frequency of this collar to 150 slaves at the same time?
Right, all you have to do is hook my collar into your transporter grids. And she looks at Valak and said, you see where I'm going with this?
Yes. We can do it.
Mr. McConnell, can you find the tractor beam controls?
Would the tractor beam controls be in this room, GM, or in some kind of...
Reason security.
Alright.
Give me a reason security, difficulty 1. And you roll another die to see if you gain any momentum. You do. You gain a momentum.
There you go.
4.
Great.
Yeah, I don't know why it was on 1.
So, yeah, the tractor beam controls are here. But the moment you disengage them, the ship is going to start to fall away.
Okay, I'm gonna tap my pin, my Starfleet pin, and I'm gonna call for the computer.
Oh, actually, wait. Hey, hang on. Do I have it?
This is what I was waiting for. Yes! Yes! Okay. Computer, have you regained control of the beam system?
Not yet. There are currently individuals aboard the ship who are doing their best to override my core processor.
Computer, do you have control over your boosters?
Out of care, do you mean, like, what do you mean boosters? Do you mean...
I think he means impulse.
Impulse engines, yes. Do you have control of your impulse engine?
Unfortunately, no. Control of major ship systems is currently being blocked out.
I see. Computer,
Perhaps
can you
we
do
need another song.
Can you do a scan of this ship that we're on right now?
I can make an attempt.
Wait a second. What did you say, Lieutenant?
I know that the song does not affect Orions, but there are a few others we could knock out aboard the ship.
And what kind of devastation would they start causing aboard our ship when they find out they're being knocked out?
Honestly, they could start, but I think the ship's more valuable to them as is.
Computer, repeat how many life signs aboard the USS Hadley?
Hadley. No.
Hadfield?
I believe the numbers I gave you was like 15.
15.
What other species?
I said that there were a few Orion, a bunch of Nausicaans, a few Gorn,
And the cat.
and the cat.
Well, in that case, I would suggest we just find the transporter here, beam over there, and then knock him out. I would prefer being on the ship before we attempt to assault any of them.
Okay. Computer, can you attempt to locate the transporter room on the ship on the ship we're on right now?
We should have access to it through the security terminals, I'm assuming.
Yes, you can easily find where the one of the transporter rooms is.
All right. Computer, scratch last order. Go on standby.
Understood.
Could we based on security protocols or whatever, I don't know, access the transporters from here in this room and transport ourselves over to the Hadfield?
It would
We
be
could, but then again, we'd be facing 15 or so dudes.
Yes, and then we'll sing the song and knock a bunch of them out. I'm sure there's less Orions than Gorn and Nausicaans.
It would be extremely hard to access the transporter controls from here.
Lieutenant Commander Valak, is there
Yes.
any panel which controls the jail cells?
I can take a look.
Please do.
What role?
Reason security, difficulty 1.
Oh, jeez.
Oof.
We have momentum.
We have momentum, yes, please use
Well,
it.
you have to declare that beforehand.
Yeah.
So you can't find the immediate controls from here.
I don't know if this is a one and done setting, but would I be able to look?
Sure, you can take a shot. I'll let you take a shot at it.
With much better security.
Okay.
There's not supposed to be 3. I'm sorry. It should be just 2.
Well, it's okay, because you would have gotten your momentum back anyway. So you gain a momentum.
Alright.
So, yes, you can actually control the force fields from here.
Lieutenant Leeds, are there any cameras looking into the cells that we were in?
I don't know, GM.
You can find those.
Does it appear that our crew is awake?
Yeah, they're all awake by now.
Lieutenant Leeds, let him out.
I will let you guys know right now that currently all over the ship, there are Orions scrambling.
Okay. Lieutenant Leeds, can we get a transporter signal on them? Oh, wait, we are not in the transporter room. Damn it. Where is the transporter?
You would probably have to go a couple decks down to find the transporter room.
Could we...
And this is like, it's like a cargo transporter at the back of the ship in one of the shuttle bays.
Could we give ourselves remote access to the security console and then just go back and give our guys the comm badges and their weapons?
It'd be a long walk, and there's Orion scrambling all over the bridge and everywhere else. This is a real pickle we've got ourselves in, fellas.
And it's just gotten bigger. 2 threat.
Giant pickles?
Giant pickle.
Well,
Yes.
if we can't do anything else via
You
here,
guys, you notice that, well, or you didn't notice that walking into the security room behind you is an Orion. He currently has Trib in a chokehold, and he's holding a dagger to his neck.
I'll point at my phaser at him, right? Because we got our phasers back finally. You don't want to do that, friend.
I'm still aiming mine.
Oh, I think I know exactly what I want to do. I just got command of this ship, and I sure as hell am not giving it up now.
question. from the security console, can I access self-destruct codes?
Probably not. That's a command
Damn
level
it.
deal.
Now listen to me here, friend.
Oh,
We
I'm not
don't
your
want-
friend. You've been causing me no end of trouble today.
Nobody has to die here. So I propose the following. We leave you and your ship alone. You give us back our crew and our ship. We part ways and nothing ever happened.
The Orion gives this big toothy grin and then scowls. You really don't know how much trouble you're in. This is the IK Ralphin boy.
And you have assaulted the USS... Wait, what do we call it?
God damn
The
it.
USS Hadfield of the United Federation of Planets! Do you know what that means?
Yes, just means that it's another ship we have to blow up.
Based on that, can I disable their weapons?
I mean, you could try, but currently you're in a hostage situation, and if he sees what you're trying to do...
I'm just thinking of options. Like, I mean, my option would be to rush him with my mek'leth and stab him if Trip dies. Oh well, but that's probably not good.
Dude, let me try and diplomacy my way through this, okay? I took these diplomacy focuses for a reason.
Oh dear.
I gotta get back into my screaming face. Hold on. Right. Now listen to me, you Orion scum. What you're gonna do is you're gonna put this knife down. Otherwise, we are going to fucking self-destruct this ship, and
Oh,
all of us with it.
Oh, you don't have anything like that.
Don't you think the Federation is going to notice us missing this whole ship? Missing? Don't you think they're going to find you? Don't you think they're going to kill you?
Oh, they haven't noticed a thing. In case you haven't seen, the Syndicate runs these waters.
You
There's
think
nothing
the Federation?
There's nothing the Federation can do.
You think the
We've been-
Federation is scared of going into Syndicate territory? That we've got stealth technology. For all we know, there is a Defiant class ship out there right now, trailing you, waiting for the perfect moment to blow you up.
He just laughs. It's clear that he's not buying into a word of what you're saying.
Can I use a momentum to like get a hint in what to do here or something? Because it's going to be a standstill, and we're just going to end up like going back
Screaming
and
at
forth.
each other.
Well, it's more so you guys are going to have to do something. It's more so you guys are going to have to make a call.
Well, my call would be to rush him because I'm sure he doesn't want to actually hurt the bird because that is a moneymaker for him.
I got something. Here's the deal. We both know how valuable your quote-unquote hostage is to you, so you have no reason to harm him. Just let him go. Walk out of here with your dignity.
Alright, now I'm going to have you make a presence command roll. And I am going to spend a threat.
Debate or composure? Focuses?
Composure I'll allow.
I'm gonna dump 3 momentum to add 2 dice.
That's
Go
fair.
ahead.
That's a 5.
Ouch.
So we get all the momentum back?
Yeah. Ouch.
Actually, isn't that 6 momentum?
So he looks around and he sees that there is like that he is actually technically outnumbered and that he does have the most valuable asset to him on this ship. He thinks for a second, and then he pushes Trib into the captain, and he lunges at Valak with his dagger.
Shoot, 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 shoot.
All right.
I take the bird and
yeah.
perch like arm behind my back, like
Daring,
protection.
hang on. So, Valak, daring security, and I'll spend,
Okay.
and I will spend a momentum, spend a threat.
We also have momentum.
I was going
news
to
for it.
say, I'm going to spend some momentum there. Let's use 3 of it.
So adding 2 die.
Yeah.
And I can re-roll one. Victory goes to the attacker, so he rolls his dagger.
Wow. Okay.
That's 5.
Can I go?
I would suggest, because this is a deadly weapon, I'd suggest using your determination to avoid the injury.
Definitely going to.
So so that knife just drives into your arm, and you can start to see the green blood pool.
Oh boy.
If nobody else is going, I'll rush him with my Macleth and take
Oh, I wasn't
Please.
sure. I was
Please do it.
Yeah.
You're the most bloodthirsty one, and I'm not sure if my character would want to shoot at him if he's like in close proximity to somebody else and shoot him in
So,
fear of shooting him.
another daring security check.
Okay, with Mechlith, does hand-to-hand apply or no?
No.
Okay.
Victory goes to the attacker. That'll do it. I assume you run the blade into his upper calf, and he collapses to the ground, gripping his leg in pain.
Works for me, yeah.
He probably will not be able to walk on that leg the same way again.
Does that end combat then, or?
That ends combat.
Okay. Leeds is going to lean down, and he's going to whisper to him, like, remember that next time you walk on that leg.
And Trib just has he's looking away, he's covered his eyes, and he's just making, like, this scared cooing noise.
I had as Trib got shoved me, had my arm essentially pulled Trib behind me as kind of being like a shield between Trib and the Orion. And
now, I would suggest we tell the captain to have his men stand down, and we're getting the fuck out of here.
Okay, what are you guys gonna do?
Well, I'd like to speak with the captain. You have a communicator that reaches out to the whole ship, correct?
Are you talking to
To the ship captain. The ship that we're on. Yes,
Oh,
the
the
Orion.
Orion captain.
The Orion captain. Okay, thank you. He just goes, and he spits out some word that the universal translator doesn't quite catch.
Whereof one cannot speak, thereof one must be silent. Nod yes or no, please.
He doesn't say anything.
I'm gonna examine his body. Does he have a communicator on?
You find one.
I'm gonna hold it up. Now, you're gonna use this, and you're gonna tell your men to stand down. Okay? It's either that, or my friend here with the Macleth tosses you out at the nearest airlock.
Present security.
No, wouldn't that be command?
You're trying to do an intimidate.
And I picked the wrong class for intimidation.
Yeah, you aren't really doing diplomacy as so much intimidation.
I think sometimes diplomacy is intimidation.
I mean, diplomacy isn't presenting physical harm as an option.
I'm going to spend a threat to allow him to re-roll that 0. Okay, it still doesn't matter because you're technically the attacker. And what was your question again?
He's gonna take his communicator, tell his men to stand down, let us pass through, and then he's just gonna sit there.
Captain Detto to crew. You will stand down.
And now I will kneel down upon him and say, "Was that so hard?"
And he spits another word out that the universal translator doesn't quite catch.
Well, gentlemen, it's time to get our guys out of here.
Agreed.
So are you also going to evacuate the slaves?
Captain, what do you think? This could cause quite the, I'll whisper to him, quite the nasty political problem, if you know what I mean.
Would I have any idea of, like, what the outcome of this could possibly be, like taking the slaves versus not taking them?
Not a clue.
Spend the point, bro.
No, I'm saying it could go either way. Like, they do raise a valid point. Like, these slaves are, to the Orions, technically property.
Property, yep.
But they're also most likely Federation citizens. I think that outweighs anything of leaving slaves here for them.
Captain, it's your call.
Because they were in way being used to create a weapon, or it was. I don't feel right leaving them behind, just given the recent events that's have transpired with the Orion. I don't feel right letting possibly Federation members be their property right now.
Yes, sir. Lieutenant Commander Vlock, Lieutenant McConnell, help the Andorian here free all the slaves, if you will.
Aye, sir.
Very well.
I'll lean down over the captain once again. I think you forgot something, Captain. Tell your men on our ship to get off.
And he complies.
Very good. I almost forgot that one.
So yeah, in short time, you all managed to free. You managed to free the slaves and pack them quite tightly, sardine can, onto the Hadfield. It's really not meant to keep so many people on it.
While they were doing that, talking with them, I would have probably sabotaged their weapons as well so they don't fire on us.
That I will let you do that for a if you spend 2 momentum to create the advantage.
Is everybody cool with it?
Do
Sure.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, do it.
Yeah, I'll spend 2 minutes.
We're not really a combat vessel, and this ship is fucking huge.
Okay. So you disable the weapon systems. They aren't going to be firing on you anytime soon.
Well then,
And I'm assuming while they're taking care of the slaves, they're also rescuing the rest of our crew.
Yeah, and I'll say the way you're able to get all this done, even though you're so severely outnumbered, is that you have the captain essentially hostage. And that's how
Are we just like parading them through as we're walking around?
like that's how you're managing, because I'm saying you're outnumbered technically speaking. But it's the fact that you have the captain right now that's letting you do this.
excellent. Hey, everybody, thank the commander for his great intimidation skills.
So
You mean diplomacy, right?
Yeah, diplomacy. Yeah, that's what I mean.
So yes, you managed to load everyone onto the Hadfield, and the people who need to be in sickbay, the people who've sustained injuries, namely Valak and the rest.
Yeah.
And McConnell took an injury as well, right?
Yeah, but I think you got it. Oh yeah, but you haven't received proper treatment, so probably yeah.
So who's left in the bridge?
Let's see. That would be the captain, right?
It's the captain, the commander, and leads, I believe.
Yep. Okay.
And I'm assuming we have some ensigns up here, taking NCOs up here. No.
Yeah, probably some ensign Rickies.
Very well.
So yeah, you're all on the bridge looking at the IK Ralphen floating in space.
Captain, what are we doing?
I think we continue on with the original plan.
Yes, sir. I'll call out to the NCO. Set course for the starbase.
All right, and the Hadfield jumps to warp away from the Orion slaver ship. And that, my friends, is Siren.
Yay! Da, da,
Nice.
da, 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 da.